Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang, good evening. Alright, so topik kita hangat sikit malam ni. Saya bukan nak marah, tapi nak reminder, just sharing the truth and using common modern day example of untuk menjaga martabat. Okay, alright. So I hope you don't mind. I share a sister recommended me a very useful analogy bagaimana wanita boleh faham beza martabat. A sister recommended to me. A sister recommended to me. I think it's a very good suggestion. She said the from the movie Crazy Rich Asian. Have you seen that movie? Siapa dah tengok this movie called Crazy Rich Asian? 2018. This is the movie. Okay. Contoh, this is a metaphor. Is bukan you kena ikut sebiji-sebiji, tak. Metafora supaya kita lebih senang faham, lebih senang untuk bincang. Alright. Okay, so metafornya adalah, so since who's watching? Who's here? Alright. So I'm gonna put up this clip. It's from the Crazy Rich Asian, di mana this lady Gemma Chan, her name in this movie is Astrid, and I think it was an interesting movie. Interesting, yeah, one way to put it. All right, it's a step, it's a different step from Hollywood movies. Anywho, all right. So from this movie again, there's one lesson I want to derive from, so that you understand martabat wanita tu macam mana. Okay, contoh. This is not like how it's described in the Quran, tak kan? But it is supaya nak faham. It's a modern context, a modern metaphor yang insyaAllah you faham. Okay, alright. So this is from the movie Crazy Rich Asian. She's about to walk into a jewelry store, a very high-end jewelry store. Okay, and jom kita mainkan video ni dulu. Jom kita mainkan. Boleh saya mainkan video ni? Bismillah. Sound okay? Sound okay? Alright. Okay, bismillah. So I will play this video.
Not only did she graduate top of her class at Oxford, start multiple charities, and is a fashion icon, Astrid has the biggest heart of any of my cousins.
Mommy, see what I made for Bunny?
Hi, I'm Astrid. What's your name?
Nida
Who's this?
Bun.
Oh, I think Mum looks very dashing with his bow. You have a good eye.
Thank you.
Miss Leon, right this way.
Very nice to meet you both.
These are all brand new from Antwerp. You're the first person I've shown them to.
What are those?
Those are very special. Burmese pearl drop earrings, set with emeralds and rare pigeon blood red rubies. They were worn by Queen Suyala at her self-anointed coronation in 1878.
How much?
Having you wear one of my pieces is better publicity than I can buy. I'll let them go at cost. 1.2 million.
Okay, alright. So very quickly, she walked into a high-end jewelry store, and then there's a special room. Okay, so apa beza yang the jewelry outside and the jewelry inside the special room? Bezanya metafor, okay, metafora, right? Bezanya adalah dekat luar tu orang boleh try pakai, ramai-ramai lah boleh try pakai. Macam pergi kedai emas biasa, tengok harga kan, tengok harga lah, just from visual appeal, tengok harga, try test pasang emas kan, kat kedai emas boleh test try pasang dan sebagainya, and then people can just try on, nak tak nak, and letak duit deposit ke apa ke, atau beli terus kan. But a lot of people have tested it. Okay, a lot of people has tested it. Kadang sampai emas tu mungkin boleh remeh atau dicuri atau rosak kan, atau dimurtabakkan. Alright. So, but she walked into a special room, a VIP room. Okay, this VIP room bukan calang-calang orang boleh masuk. Only people of certain net worth boleh masuk, and orang yang masuk tu serius nak beli. Dia orang serius nak beli and tak fikir dua kali nak beli, and people of yang dah ada credibility and known, dah ada status, dah ada martabat, yang macam dia masuk dia sure beli $500,000, $1 million. Okay, and kadang-kadang ada yang tak tanya harga pun kan, sebab dah tahu value benda-benda yang kat dalam VIP room. Okay, bezanya martabat muslimah adalah macam VIP room ni, orang yang serius saja yang approach kan. So when the jewels in that room are rare, it's high value, and orang yang serius dan mampu respect value tu yang masuk room tu. So the metaphor here is, adakah kita muslimah adakah kita cuba kita bezakan diri kita daripada yang kat luar, jewelry yang kat luar tu yang ramai orang dah test pakai, or jewelry yang kat dalam VIP room ni, which is high value, unique, respectable, orang yang serius saja yang masuk VIP room ni. That's the difference. Okay, that's the difference between a unique and rare piece of jewelry that only people who are serious dibenarkan untuk approach. Only orang yang serius dan mampu untuk pick up this piece of jewelry, kan? And untuk kenal jewelry ni, and kalau dia have faith that of the high value, dia terus dia akad beli kan. And then itu contoh metafor. So bezakan diri kita, differentiate ourselves dari emas yang kat luar tu, jewelry yang kat luar tu, semua orang dah pakai, dah test, nak ke tak nak, semua dah tengok harga je, just face value, dah test, tengok face value, nak tak nak, test, right? Dalam bilik ni, orang yang serius sahaja boleh berkenalan dengan this rare, unique jewelry. So be like a VIP and unique piece of jewelry. Okay, because martabat wanita ni terlampaulah tinggi kan. Ini metafor lah. This movie is just a metaphor. This scene is just a metaphor. And I'm not saying that you're a piece of jewelry, tak kan. Metafor supaya you dapat faham gambaran, di mana kat luar ni, emas yang kat luar ni is macam calang-calang orang okey. Orang biasa okey, boleh tengok test and tengok nak tak nak kan. Macam pergi kedai emas. Biasa pergi kedai emas tak? Kan? Tengok kat meja dalam bawah meja cermin tu. Tengok, okey. Alright. Belilah. Dia beli. Dah test, tengok beli. Orang yang masuk bilik VIP ni, only VIPs can go into the room. Only VIPs have the respect that they are serious, they can afford, serius nak beli. Masuk sure beli something kan. Okay, so ada ramai baru masuk. Okay, maybe I'll play the scene again. Alright, boleh saya play the scene again. Alright, this is a scene from Crazy Rich Asian. She's walking into jewelry store.
Not only did she graduate top of her class at Oxford, start multiple charities, and is a fashion icon, Astrid has the biggest heart of any of my cousins.
Mommy, see Randy. Mommy.
Yeah, as you can see, even at a high-end jewelry store, there's a special room here, kan? Ada orang jaga, but orang yang kat luar ni adalah orang yang macam, oh nak test. Don't be the jewelry outside. Okay? Be like a rare, unique piece, bukan calang-calang orang je yang boleh masuk VIP room ni. Okay, boleh? So, sebab kalau juri kat luar ni orang dah banyak test, dah sampai the piece of juri dah I'm trying to put things very gently here. Jangan dah sampai bertabak lah orang dah test kan. So but the jury inside here, only orang inside here, the VIP room, only orang yang serius sahaja boleh masuk, yang dibenarkan masuk. And this is the person yang jaga pintu, yang kenal, yang jahari saja yang mengenal manikam. I think that's the word. And then dia only allow certain people to go into that jewelry room. And orang yang masuk jewelry room are serious people. Okay.
Hi, I'm Astrid. What's your name?
Mira.
And who's this?
Bun.
Well, I think Mum looks very dashing with his bow. You have a good eye.
Thank you.
Miss Leong, right this way.
Very nice to meet you both.
These are all brand new from Antwerp. You're the first person I've shown them to.
What are those?
Those are very special. Burmese pearl drop earrings, set with emeralds and rare pigeon blood red rubies. They were worn by Queen Supiala at her self-anointed coronation in 1878.
How much?
Having you wear one of my pieces is better publicity than I can buy. I'll let them go at cost. 1.2 million.
Okay, so what is the point here? And the guy mentioned Antwerp. I have a friend from Antwerp, which is the diamond capital of the world. A lot of diamonds are being shaped, processed, and over there in Antwerp. So that's the diamond capital of the world. But the rare piece does not necessarily mean that it comes from Antwerp. The rare piece came from the Queen of Burma, apparently, in this movie lah, kan? And doesn't have to be, it belongs and it's crafted specifically for a person. That's how it works. And in fact, in Switzerland, we all know Rolex. Rolex too, among the connoisseurs, Rolex is just a Mercedes of watches. Okay, even where's my watch? I don't even know where I put my. Not like my 300 ringgit Casio watch. No, not like this. Okay, this is just, I walk into a shop and I just got it off of the table to lain. Kan? But in Switzerland, there are shops where it's made, crafted by a watch master. It doesn't even have a brand. It just says the watch master's name. Kalau masuk kedai dia tak tunjuk 1 jam pun. Masuk kedai tu tak masa 1 jam, tak ada tunjuk 1 jam pun, because a watch is specifically made by watch master for the particular person. So it's so unique and rare. And these watches usually cost around $1 million above, US dollars in Switzerland. So because my friend, he's in the watch industry, and it's about being unique and rare. It's just made for one person. So that's what it's about. And why I showed you that scene just now is because don't to it's an analogy, a metaphor. So you bukan jadi juri yang dekat luar-luaran tu. I want you to be the juri in the VIP room. A juri that's rare, yang bukan semua orang boleh test and try. Yang kat luar tu orang dah test and try jadi murtabak kan. Why I'm bringing this up? I'm sorry if it's an uncomfortable term that I'm using, but I'm really trying to push the message through because it happens so much and so often. Kan? It's become a pandemic of heartbreaks. Betul, it's become a pandemic of heartbreaks. Endemic. Maybe the better word is endemic. Endemic of heartbreaks, because a lot of, I'm going to say it, okay? I'm just going to say it. And nak kecam lah. I'm just saying it as it is. A lot of ladies, walaupun you martabat tinggi, but you don't look at yourself as martabat tinggi, and you put yourself in the shelf yang dekat luar, the outside, the cheaper ones. You don't treat yourself like you belong in the VIP room, even though you belong in the VIP room, but you don't think of yourself that you belong in the VIP room, and you don't let people treat you that you belong in the VIP room. And this happens all the time. Like I usually mention, every day, Isnin, Selasa, Rabu, Khamis, Jumaat, Sabtu, Ahad, I get at least one message a day saying, oh, saya dah berkenalan dengan si fulan ni, lepas tu saya terlanjur. Saya dah berkenalan dengan si fulan ni, lepas tu termengandung. Saya kenal si fulan ni, and then dia tak nak masuk Minang, tak nak jumpa mak bapak, dia cakap nak kumpul duit dulu. Ada banyak alasan lah, kan. Itu adalah alasan yang diterima oleh wanita yang martabat tinggi, tapi let yourself being treated macam martabat rendah, like the jewelry outside of the VIP room. Know your place. You are martabat tinggi and stay in the VIP room. Let people treat you like you deserve in the VIP room. You do deserve to be in the VIP jewelry room. Don't let yourself being treated like you don't belong in the VIP room. A rare piece, a rare respectable piece that is one of a kind. Okay, it's very important you realize that. All right, so harap yang I cakap ni tak it's not twisted. I hope I'm clear. That's why I'm trying to explain it in so many different ways. Usually that is the issue. You are a respectable piece, but you're not being treated like a respectable piece of jewelry. Kan? You're a gem, one of a kind, and martabat wanita ni sangatlah terlampaulah tinggi. Okay? Terlampaulah tinggi. So you're not, bukan calang-calang je. If you like orang treat you like calang-calang, walaupun you martabat tinggi, tapi you let people treat you macam martabat rendah, sebab tu you sedih. Okay, you're not being treated as how you should. And don't tolerate men who don't treat you macam martabat tinggi. Kan? You martabat tinggi, tapi you let people treat you like murtabak. Disclaimer. I love murtabak as food. Okay, but this is just an analogy. I used the word murtabak as a metaphor. Okay, I have nothing against murtabak. I love murtabak. I eat murtabak all the time. Okay, I think it's one of the complete meal. It has protein and carbo at the same time. All right, and steak and roti canai at the same time. I love it. Okay, so I'm not talking about the food itself. I'm saying murtabak as an analogy is because a lot of messages that I get and the consultation that I have to give, hati-hati wanita ni dah jadi murtabak. You know, walaupun martabat tinggi, tapi hati dah dimurtabakkan sebab biar dirinya dimurtabakkan. What I mean by that is kena roti canai dulu, lepas tu kena sumbat bawang apa semua kan, pedih. Lepas tu nak banyak I nak kena repair hati dulu. Sebab teknik nak mencari jodoh ni dalam Islam sangatlah mudah. It's just 5 steps je kan. But yang menghalangnya sebab hati dah rosak. Hati dah dimurtabakkan. Hati dah dihancurkan sampai takut dan trauma. So a lot of things I have to deal with. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't want to deal with it. I'm saying that I nak you elakkan daripada hati you dimurtabakkan. Okay? Dengan menjaga martabat you. Martabat you tinggi. Dalam Islam, wanita itu martabat tinggi. Betul. Okay? I bagi contoh. Contohnya adalah, kan? Mana contohnya? Can I write that down? Sekejap. Sorry, sistem slow sikit. Where did I write it down? Okay, anyway, I'll just explain it. Martabat ni adalah tinggi kerana satu, let me put context around it first. Kebanyakan, I think in the copywriting, I put, do women objectify themselves? Do women objectify themselves? Luaran, objectify your luaran. Because ramai wanita banyak kena body shaming. Sometimes it's ex-boyfriend body shame, kan? Atau diri sendiri body shame. Contoh yang ex-boyfriend, ex-tunang body shame tu, contoh this lady told me, dia cakap, okay nanti lepas nikah, nanti anak you putih. Ngok punya jantan kan. Malu tau sebagai lelaki. Ada lelaki yang boleh fikir dan cakap macam tu kan. Lepas kahwin nanti anak you putih. Like, garu kepala aku. So I cakap dekat that lady, cakap, dia ingat you ular ke apa boleh tukar-tukar kulit kan. Dia nak kahwin ular, so dia pergi kahwin ular. Not you. You are more than that. You are not an ular yang boleh tukar kulit. Dia nak kahwin ular, so dia pergi kahwin ular. Fortunately or unfortunately, that did not work out because expectation lain. Because dia nak kahwin orang yang putih. Gilah kan, pergi kahwin ular albino ke apa ketah. Right, so itu ex-boyfriend or ex-tunang yang mengobjectify. Tapi kadang-kadang wanita, laki pun lebih kurang sama lah kan. Lebih kurang. Laki lain kan. Laki kalau macam walaupun badan macam ni, tapi tengok dalam cermin nampak sado. I look at the mirror macam I sado because my upper half look a bit sado, but lower middle torso ni tak tengok sebab cermin setengah je. Cermin setengah je tengok just my shoulder. Tengok my shoulder, I have very beautiful shoulders. Selain tengok yang part yang cun, yang bawah middle torso ni macam dah daddy tummy kan. Daddy tummy like, tak tengok dah kan. So it's like I just look at the part that I like kan, myself lah. Laki walaupun kurus ke besar ke, rasa diri sendiri ni sado. Wanita lain. Wanita will pick and nitpick everything about themselves even though they don't have to kan. And I think one of the problem is when bangun pagi je buka FB, buka Instagram, tengok semua orang cun-cun punya gambar yang dah filter, tengok gambar orang yang cun je lah. And yang you rasa cun. And then lepas tu rasa marah, dengki. Kalau tak dengki pun rasa macam, oh kenapa dia cantik, kenapa aku tak cantik kan. Walhal Allah tak tengok pun tu. Allah nak tahu hati seorang muslimah tu beriman, berakhlak, beragama. Allah tengok tu. Allah tengok takwa. Allah tak tengok cun ke tak, putih ke tak. Yang tengok ni manusia yang tak fikir apakah pandangan Allah yang paling penting tu, pandangan Allah kan. And so biasanya wanita, I notice what they tell me is macam, oh aku tak cukup putih, aku tak cukup tinggi, aku tak cukup kurus, aku tak cukup getah macam Cik Ta, aku tak cukup pandai, aku tak cukup charming. Semua benda rasa you tak cukup lah. Kenapa you rasa tak cukup? I'll tell you why. Because you jumpa dengan orang yang tak cukup. Lepas tu dia project rasa ketidakcukupan diri dia onto you. It's people look at the world is how the way they look at themselves. You know what I'm saying? People look at the world the way they look at themselves. They judge the world the way they judge themselves. So they judge you based on how they judge themselves. Okay, are you following me? Please. It's just their projection on you. It's not you. Doesn't matter whether you tak cukup putih, tinggi, apa, all the luaran stuff. Allah cares about the inside stuff. Taqwa, akhlak, iman, agama. That is what matters, kan? And if you meeting a person or ex-boyfriend you yang tinggalkan you, cakap you tak cukup putih or tak cukup getah dan apa kejadah kan. I'm sorry for using that word because I malu lelaki cakap macam ni, fikir macam ni. Sebagai lelaki je, I rasa buat malu kaum lelaki je. Kau thinking and feeling so shallowly, kan? Shallowly. Alright, so and are you with me? You understand, right? Allah, yang penting pada Allah is dalaman kita, hati kita, akhlak, iman, agama, amal, kan? Amal. So speaking of which, kan, since you duk dengar I malam-malam ni, I duk bagi ilmu, I harap you amalkan. Dah I duk cakap ni, I duk cakap yang luaran tu tak sepentingnya. I tak cakap itu tak penting. Of course kita kena jaga presentability, kan. Tapi yang lagi penting adalah akhlak, iman, agama. So kuatkanlah aspek-aspek yang Allah sayang tu, kan. Apa pendapat Allah yang paling penting, not a human being. Okay, kalau you rasa you tak mencukupi, salah satu sebab adalah you punya ex-boyfriend, ex-tunang adalah satu, dia sendiri tak mencukupi and he's projecting on you. Second, you sendiri you are not perceiving yourself dengan mencukupi, kan? Kenapa? Because you need to work on the gratitude towards Allah, apa yang Allah dah bagi, kan? Dah cukup sifat, dah sempurna dah cukup sifat, dah sempurna. Allah bagi kita cukup, tapi kita tak rasa cukup sebab kita tak grateful, tak gratitude, tak cukup gratitude tu dengan Allah, kan? Lepas tu kita pandang diri sendiri rendah. And what makes it worse, like I mentioned, you bangun pagi tengok IG, FB, tengok orang yang you know, airbrush body, pakai filter, kan? All this app mostly filters. And betul tak? Setuju, kan? There are those apps, okay? I worked at an advertising agency for a while dulu, and then there's this very famous singer that came in, did a photo shoot, and what happened was, of course, you know, like a regular human being, she's been famous since the 90s, and regular human being. Now she's dah 30 years later, and of course she's grown older, can, you know, age, natural, love your new colors. But what magazine editors do, they airbrush in Photoshop, airbrush nampak perfect, immaculate, macam she's 30 years younger, all the neck lines kan, daki-daki semua tak ada. In the real picture daki-daki semua ada, bla 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 bla. Betul I tengok abang tu buat Photoshop kan, cakap, oh okay, this celebrity came in, this is the real picture. Lepas tu dia airbrush lah. His job is basically to airbrush in Photoshop. Airbrush and touch up the picture, apa semua. Like she looked 30 years younger. What you see in the magazines, and I've met these celebrities, they're human too. But we don't buy things that is too similar to us, apparently. We buy fantasies. We don't want to buy reality. What I'm sharing with you are realities. And I know it's hard to take in, but I'm here as a dakwah jodoh to tell you as how it is, kan? And not many people like to buy or to believe things that are reality. People buy fantasies. That's why romance novel sells more than Quran buku, naskah Quran kan. More romantic novels and less naskah Quran are being sold. Why? Because people want fantasy, not reality. Reality is not fun, but sometimes we need it. And fantasy is not wrong. It helps your imagination, but to what extent? Okay, so yeah, I know. I'm saying it serious. Okay, so a lot of books are selling fantasies, and they sell very well. And people don't like most people don't like the truth, because it's inconvenient and it's uncomfortable. Because what people like to hear are things like, oh, cinta itu indah, best, romantic. Yeah, that's true. At the same time, the reality of it is, yang orang tak share is things like, oh, Rasulullah SAW is also someone who is romantic, but also someone who is practical, a warrior, and a khalifah. Okay? Alright, so jangan fokus sangat dekat luaran. And so back to the video yang I shared tu tadi kan, the apa ni, Gemma, the jewelry yang dekat luar dengan kat dalam lain, is treated differently. I want you to remind yourself that you are a VIP, special, rare piece that's inside. Only orang yang serius saja yang masuk bilik VIP tu. Jangan biar calang-calang orang masuk bilik VIP tu. So that metaphor, the analogy is, jangan layan lelaki yang nak test sahaja. Kan? Jangan layan langsung lelaki yang nak test sahaja, nak tengok, oh, gelang ni best, jam ni best. Macam the people outside, nak test. Nak test je. Kadang, have you been to a jewelry store yang dekat luar tu, you tengok dalam cermin tu, tengok ni, lepas tak beli, test je, kan? Don't be like the jewelry outside, be like the jewelry inside the VIP room. What my point here is, only allow men who are serious nak bincang pasal kahwin masuk bilik VIP, which is you. You are those rare piece. Okay, I am the person trying to tell you that you are a rare piece of treasure yang Allah letakkan martabat tinggi. Inilah value Muslimah, sebab you are martabat tinggi. Martabat you sangatlah tinggi. Okay, alright. So ada dan juga ada this Arabic poem, madrasatun poem, or is it a line, I have to check back on that. Madrasatun, maksudnya ibu itu madrasah. Kalau ibu itu mempunyai cukup fasiliti, macam madrasah kan, cukup fasiliti, cukup ilmu, akhlak, iman, ibu itu adalah bala tentera. You are an army, not just a general but a whole army yang melahirkan khalifah masa hadapan. Okay, melahirkan khalifah dalam umat Nabi Muhammad SAW. That is the value, the respectability of an Muslimah. So you are not a cheap piece of jewelry. You belong in this VIP room. Betul. Kan? A lot of the problem is I reiterate is because hati you biar dimurtabakkan because you tak sedar that you are a rare piece of jewelry, a rare piece of treasure. That's why you biar hati you dimurtabakkan. Okay, so because you tak sedar atau you rasa you tak mencukupi, dan you biarkan hati you dimurtabakkan, kan, dicanai-canaikan, lepas tu kena masuk bawang apa semua, hati you di bawang, dicanai-canai. Don't let that happen to you ever again. Tulis kat sini bawah ni, never again. Type kat sini please. Kan? Make a decision to love yourself. Make a decision. Love is a decision. Self-love is also a decision. Type kat bawah ni, never again. Never again. Type kat bawah in the comments below. Type here, wave, hi, thank you for joining. Type kat bawah ni, never again. Tulis never again. Tulis never again. Jangan biar hati you dimurtabakkan. Tulis never again. Bismillah. Okay, thank you. This is a decision, okay? This is a decision you make to yourself. Jangan biar hati you dimurtabakkan. Again, I say I have nothing against murtabak, ahli murtabak, but this is a metaphor, okay? Jangan biar hati you dimurtabakkan. Okay, you are a rare piece of treasure, and like I mentioned, madrasatun maksudnya you seorang ibu, you akan jadi seorang ibu yang kalau seorang ibu tu dicukupkan dengan ilmu, akhlak, agama, iman, kan, you lahirkan an army. You are an army yourself, and then you melahirkan khalifah dalam umat Rasulullah SAW. Apa beza umat Nabi Muhammad ni dengan umat lain? Umat Nabi Muhammad ni, Nabi lain pun jealous dengan umat Nabi Muhammad sebab ini adalah umat yang terbaik. You nak jadi seorang army dalam, not BTS army, BTS army lain cerita, an army, melahirkan khalifah dalam umat Nabi Muhammad. That is the value of a woman. Okay, alright, please understand this. Don't treat yourself any less, and don't let people disrespect you in any less, because you melahirkan khalifah dalam umat Rasulullah SAW. Remember that. I know I said it before, sometimes kita manusia kita lupa, but it's a reminder, okay? Wanita adalah melahirkan bala tentera dan khalifah dalam umat Rasulullah SAW. Alright. Okay, boleh percaya tak? Okay. Dan lelaki, if you're listening, guys, please know, don't blame the women. Adalah tugas lelaki untuk membimbing wanita, bukan murtabakkan wanita. Okay, guys, right? Tugas lelaki adalah untuk menunjukkan jalan yang makruf, jalan yang lurus, dan menunjukkan ilmu, amal dan iman. Okay, tunjukkan. Okay, bukan untuk menyesatkan, untuk memurtabakkan hati wanita. Itu bukan Itu bukan kerja seorang khalifah dalam Islam. Alright, lelaki. Okay. I hope I'm getting through. Inshallah, I hope I'm getting through to you. Alright. So, alright. So, who is with me so far? Siapa yang tak setuju boleh type. Siapa tak suka message saya yang terus dan terang ni, please cakap tak setuju or bagi komen, kan? Kalau setuju. Yes, thank you for typing. Never again. Love yourself. Saya cakap love yourself, never again. Never again, love yourself. Yes, true. Love yourself. Love is a decision. You decide to love yourself first. You decide that you are a juri that is in the VIP room. Bukan calang-calang orang yang boleh test juri. Itu juri kat luar. Kan? Juri yang dekat luar. Juri yang kat dalam ni, that's you. A rare piece yang orang serius saja yang boleh masuk bilik VIP ni dan kenal you. Orang yang serius sahaja. Kalau tak serius, dia tak boleh masuk pun. Jangan bagi dia masuk. Ada penjaga pintu tu tak bagi dia masuk. You kena assign yourself as orang yang penjaga pintu. Decide that you will not let orang yang tak serius masuk dalam bilik tu. Bilik tu, contohlah metafor bilik tu adalah hati you. Okay? Dalam hati you tu, you tak bagi salang-salang orang masuk, kenal. Kalau tidak, salah orang masuk, dia murtabakan. Kalau orang yang betul masuk, dia martabatkan. Martabatkan you, nikah you, jadi you seorang ummu, kan? Ummu tu ibulah, ya. Ummu madrasatun, yakni saya cakap Arab. Ummu madrasatun itu bala tentera dalam umat, melahirkan khalifah dalam umat Rasulullah SAW. That's the difference. Don't let calang-calang orang masuk hati kita, masuk hati you. Okay, so it makes a big difference. Kalau I think you listening to this because you pernah tersilap. Okay, you pernah tersilap bagi salah orang masuk hati. And then dia dah bagi orang tu masuk hati, then dia murtabakkan hati you. Kan, dia canai-canai, gomai-gomai hati. Lepas tu belah. Betul tak? Okay. So, don't let the wrong person into your heart. Just let the right person yang serius nak berkenal, ta'aruf dengan you untuk masuk ke hati you. Okay? Bukan curi hati you, tapi it's just a metaphor. I'm trying to get my message through here, insyaAllah. Okay. So, some of you might be asking, kerja engkau tukang cek jodoh. Cari je lah. Just put man and woman together, that's it. Tu je kerja kau. Kan? You might be thinking, kan, sebagai tukang cari jodoh, me. It is, yes, that's true, but it's not that simple. It's not that simple because ramai hati yang sudah dimurtabakkan and I need to address it and fix it in a way. Fix it lah. Only you can fix it, but I help you in showing you how to fix it. Kan? Like I mentioned, nak nikah senang dalam Islam kan. Wali cari calon, you ta'aruf, kalau sekufu nikah. 3 steps good. Kan? Walau bagaimanapun, masalah zaman sekarang adalah wali tak tahu, tak carikan calon sebab satu. Wali tak carikan calon sebab satu is one is dia tak tahu itu tanggungjawab dia. Wali tak tahu tanggungjawab dia untuk bantu you cari calon. Kedua, dia tahu tanggungjawab tapi dia tak take pot. Tak ambil pot pun tak kisah kan. Ataupun ketiga, dia nak tolong you tapi tak tahu macam mana nak tolong you. So that's where I come in. Bantu wali. Bantu wali. It's nice ring to it. Bantu wali. And then fourth, dia nak tolong tapi takut. Wali nak tolong tapi takut sebab takut nanti dia kena blame. Oh, salah cari calon tak kena. That is tanggungjawab. You have to mitigate that. Kan? Okay, so pertama tu dah out, wali tak tolong. So you terpaksa cari sendiri. What happens, you tak tahu, you tak ada ilmu nak cari, you let the wrong person into your heart, and then heart you dimurtabakan instead of dimartabatkan. Kalau you dah dimartabatkan, you probably wouldn't be listening to me right now, kan? Kalau you dah dimartabatkan, you already married and a mother of children, many children, alhamdulillah. Okay, so I know you listen to me because you pernah dimurtabatkan, hati you dimurtabatkan. That's why you need to my assistance, kan? And then kalau sekufu, kahwin, nikah lah, and then lahirkanlah anak-anak yang soleh-solehah, khalifah, insyaAllah. Okay, so the other trouble is you silap pilih calon selama ni, kan? Sebab you tak tahu niat, tak set niat, tak set deadline, tak set tak tahu kaedah nak cari calon. So these are the things that I share here every night, kan? Kaedah nak cari calon, nak set niat tu apa, apakah niat sepatutnya, macam mana nak set niat tu, kan? Apakah tujuan berkenalan, kan? Macam mana nak elakkan daripada salah pilih calon suami, calon jodoh dengan mengenal red flags. Kadang orang lain tu red flag, kadang kita pun ada red flag tapi tak sedar. Salah satu contoh red flag adalah, kan, I was talking to the sister, dia cakap dia basically dia tak tahu dia nak apa, kan? Nak kahwin tapi dia tak tahu nak macam mana. She doesn't know what she wants. Contoh, she said that dia nak kahwin tapi tak nak suami yang kerja 9 to 5. Lepas tu weekend, family time. Lepas tu next week repeat balik. Okay, she didn't know what she wants. Okay, and then I asked her, so what do you want? Tak tahu. And then I give her an example. Do you want a guy who travels around the world and only sees you every few months? Again, is that the kind of husband you want? Or type of husband yang, if you're okay with this kind of husband where he works on a shipping, in the shipping industry, he's always on a ship, he's home every few months juga, and then the other few months dia tak ada. Is that what you want? Or what do you want? Is or a person who is so adventurous, like Indiana Jones, kan? Macam the fact is, either an archaeologist is either on site or have a tenure in the university for 3-5 years, tentu. Indiana Jones tu is just a Hollywood story. He's a professor and he's an archaeologist and adventurer at the same time, where he is, running around, getting shot and shooting people. Yeah, well, that's fantasy. That's not reality. Okay. So what do you want? So she's still trying to figure herself out. What does she want? I ask her, so what do you want? Describe to me. What do you want? Kan? Then you doa. So kadang nak doa pun tak tahu apa because you don't know what you want. I can't help you if you don't know what you want, kan? Macam dekat contoh dekat kedai kan, ice cream fridge kat kedai kan, 7-Eleven ke apa ke, 7-Eleven tak, kat kedai lah, tengok ada macam-macam ice cream. So what do you want? Pick one. I don't know. So Milo, ice cream Milo tak nak. Cornetto Rainbow tak nak lah. So what do you want? Pick one, hurry up, I want to pay. Kan? Tak tahu. So we're stuck. The problem is now we're stuck. So you might have you might have your own red flags. So you need to figure out what you want. Okay. And then so back to the point, that is jangan fokus kat luaran, fokus kat dalaman, kan? Hati, iman, akhlak, agama. So those are the things to focus on, right? So key takeaway, kalau nak cari suami, nak suami yang macam mana? Suami yang macam mana? Baca ni. Do not love the one who doesn't love Allah. If they can leave Allah, they can leave you. Imam Syafi'i. Kan? Tu tak? Kalau pasangan yang you kenal tu, dia tak sayang Allah, tak cinta Allah, dia boleh tinggalkan you. Kan? Kalau Allah pun dia tak takut nak tinggalkan, what more you? Kan? Allah yang satu tu, dia boleh tinggalkan a human, woman, person yang banyak lagi dia boleh mungkin try test. Kan? Alright? Okay, so boleh ni, boleh. Do not love the one who doesn't love Allah. If they leave Allah, they can leave you. Imam Syafi'i. Alright? And yesterday I promised to talk a bit about karma versus kifarah. Karma is not in Islam. Karma is a Buddhist and Hindu belief whereby if you're a bad person, you are reincarnated as an animal, tak silap, kan? But if you're good, you're incarnated as something higher than that. Okay, karma is not what we believe in, but we believe in kifarah. Kifarah tu adalah kalau dosa kita akan Allah akan balas kat kita. I had to look into this because I takut dosa I yang lama dikenakan kepada keturunan I. Apparently not. Fortunately, alhamdulillah, kan, hanya dosa I Allah akan punish me, not my children. So tu I takut. Aku yang buat silap, anak-anak aku yang kena. So fortunately not, kan. Kifarah tu kalau I buat dosa, I yang akan kena tanggung. So macam mana nak repent, kifarah, tak nak kena balasan dosa ni? Of course kita kena betul-betul menyesal, nangis dekat Allah, maafkan kita dan kita cuba maafkan diri sendiri. Okay. Why I brought up is because yesterday we discussed about menyalahi orang lain. Kan? Kadang kita disalahkan, lepas tu kita salahkan orang lain. Contoh, ada sister ni cakap she has been heartbroken and then she treated other men as rebound. So takut dosa tu Allah, sebab kita di hati dia dimurtabakkan hati orang lain. So it goes around, and it will come back. And what goes around comes around. It's not karma, it's different. That's kifarah. If it not around lah, kita buat dosa tu akan kembali. Orang rosakkan hati kita, kita biar orang rosakkan hati kita, kita rosakkan hati orang lain. Kan? And it goes around, jadi pandemic, jadi spreader or carrier. Kan? Okay, alright. And then I have to mention this. Al-afaf. What is al-afaf? Macam mana kita nak elakkan hati kita dari dimurtabakkan. Okay, al-afaf ni adalah konsep di mana it is a protection of purity, abstaining hati kita, diri kita daripada perbuatan atau perkataan yang tak elok. Okay, katakan contoh you tengah ta'aruf with someone, kan, lepas tu dia ajak pergi berdua-duaan tempat gelap dan sebagainya, or sexting, kan, abstain yourself from such words or action. Is someone who, do you think someone yang cinta Allah will behave this way? Kan? So learn to walk away. Learn to say no. Can you type no down here, please? Can you type no down here? Learn to say no. Walk away. Type no. Type no, please. Masalah manusia kan is susah nak cakap no. Especially Asian. Especially women. Sikit-sikit je. Melayu lah. Especially Melayu. InsyaAllah. Nak tak nak? InsyaAllah. InsyaAllah Melayu lah. Nak ke tak nak? InsyaAllah Melayu. So, tak tahu cakap no, takut orang sakit hati. Tapi hati you macam mana? Hati you macam mana? Kan? Hati you jadi murtabak. So, hati you kena gomoy, kena canai. Lepas tu kena masuk bawang dan sebagainya. Dan lepas tu rosak. Lepas tu nak trust another person, nak berkahwin, susah. And I had a very good conversation with an old friend last night. I know him since 1999 kan. 99 2000 dah 20 tahun lah kenal dia. Because something that traumatized him, his relationship. Be, we have a lot of very open conversation between him and I. He's always very open to mine. I'm always very open to him. But when it comes to relationship, because dia dah traumatized, hati dia dah murtabak, kan? Walaupun orang bagi nasihat yang betul pun dia tak dapat terima. Itu susah, kan? Itu susah betul nak bantu. So, okay, because of the trauma, hati dia dah murtabak. Because of the trauma, it's hard to put things back together because hati dia dah termurtabak dan he cannot take good advice, even though good advice is being given to him. Kan? He wouldn't listen. The heart wouldn't listen because it's broken. Ni contoh, right? Bukan you, maybe someone you know intimately. Maybe sometimes you see this person in the mirror. Sometimes, kan? Alright, so okay, so al-afaf is protection. If you already traumatized, fine, let's work from there. But let's prevent yourself from being protected even further. Okay, boleh? Protected from being even further traumatized. Abstain yourself from indecent words or action. Learn to walk away, learn to say no. Alright? Okay. And then the next concept is called al-fudul. Al-fudul is to maintain our senses, our limb from going beyond limit of permissibility. Jangan biar our senses lah, deria kita, mata, telinga, buat perkara yang tak disukai Allah, sebagai contoh, kan? Sebagai contoh, looking at things that are not permissible. Kadang I buka Instagram, I jarang nak get on social media unless if I have to reply to soalan-soalan jodoh. But things pop up, like, masa perempuan ni tak segan ke? I sendiri malu tengok Muslimah ni macam ni, terhenjut-henjut, kan? I yang malu. So limit our senses and our limbs from watching things, listening to things that is beyond the possibility. Sebagai contoh, kan? Mulut membawang dan kita dengar orang membawang. Lepas tu kita carry on membawang, kecam-mengecam. That is beyond the permissibility of our senses and our limbs. And ada contoh is belum kahwin lagi, tangan tu nak pegang-pegang. Belum nikah lagi tangan tu nak pegang-pegang. That is beyond the limit of permissibility. Lepas kahwin, peganglah banyak-banyak, kan? Someone tanya I hari tu, it's like, is dating haram? Dating is great lepas nikah. Sebelum nikah tak payah dating, kan? Ta'aruf dengan halal, within halal. Lepas nikah, dating sebanyak-banyak. Okay, right. So, just I went out earlier with my wife, pergi early dinner, and then my daughter tanya, Umi and Daddy dating, haha. Macam tu, okay, right. So tak apalah, dah nikah. Alright, so al-fudul, maintain our senses and limb from going beyond limit of permissibility. So al-afaf and al-fudul, insyaAllah, will help you from getting traumatized further. Sebab nanti dah traumatized, nanti hati dah jadi murtabak, dah hancur, kan? Daging hancur lah. What do you put in a murtabak? Daging hancur, daging hati kot. Isi hati dah hancur, masuk murtabak, campur bawang, hancur. Hati dah hancur. Faham? Hati dah hancur. Lepas tu nak put back together, bukan tak boleh, susah lah. Susah. Tapi boleh diperbetulkan insyaAllah. Tapi, like I mention, minta maaf ke Allah, minta Allah lembutkan hati kita dan we learn to forgive ourselves dan minta Allah tunjukkan jalan yang ma'ruf, jalan yang lurus. Okay? Alright. So, saya harap you maafkan saya kerana being too straightforward, but it needs to be said. Yeah, because I cakap ni bukan I'm exasperated is the word, I think. Bukan I marah, I sedih. I sedih yang berlaku. It's a pandemic yang boleh dielakkan tapi tak dielakkan. Macam boleh pakai mask tapi tak nak pakai mask kan. So ni mask hati you lah. Mask hati, protect your heart. Your mask punya, hati you punya mask, protect your heart. Kan, protect your heart, your hati daripada jadi daging hancur yang dimurtabakkan. So sebab sedih because you don't realise that you have high value. Martabat you sebagai seorang wanita Islam, sebagai Muslim terlampaulah tinggi kan. Ummu madrasatun, an army and mother of khalifah. Remember that you are a mother of khalifah dalam umat Rasulullah SAW. Woo, man. Tinggi tu. Like I always mention kan, syurga di bawah telapak kaki you sebagai seorang ibu. Bawah telapak kaki kan, it's not even atas kepala bapak ni. I'm a father. It's not even on my head. It's on you, underneath your feet. Alright? Remember, you are mothers of khalifah. You are ummu madrasatun. Value you sangat tinggi. Terlampaulah tinggi. Don't let no one diss you, yo. Don't let anyone diss you. Alright, diss. Do people still use that word? People use this word in the 90s. Shows how old I am. Diss tu macam disrespect you ah. You know, don't disrespect me, yo. Don't diss me. Alright? So, that was 90s talk. I don't know. Were you around? Okay. Alright, so, don't let anyone diss you, disrespect you because value you tinggi. Don't let anyone yang tak serius masuk ke hati you. Kalau dia nak test, try, gelang murah-murah kat luar tu, biar pergi dia duduk luar. Okay. Dia serius, baru bagi dia masuk bilik VIP. Bukan bilik lah. Contoh, bilik ni hati you kan. Bukan bercinta sebelum nikah. Tak boleh. Nak cinta lepas nikah, yes, go all out, insyaAllah kan. There's a difference between love and lust. I think that's a video for another day. The problem is lust. Yeah, that's a video for another day. Alright, so I harap perkongsian ni you maafkan I sebab I sebenarnya sayang umat kan. Anak umat kita jadi umat yang muslimin dan muslimah yang dibanggakan oleh Rasulullah SAW, diakui, vouched for by Rasulullah SAW. Ini adalah umatku, kita nak jadi umat Muhammad Rasulullah SAW yang terbaik. That is the intention. I had to say it as it is from all the trauma, horror stories that I've gathered from my clients that I'm dealing, helping to repair balik hati dari murtabak kembali ke martabat kan. Return back from murtabak, hati yang hancur jadi daging hancur dalam murtabak kan, dah hancur tu, dah hancur, jadi kembalikan ke martabatnya. Martabatnya dia lupa hatinya, dirinya adalah martabat tinggi tapi hatinya dah hancur. So kita nak repair balik insyaAllah from murtabak ke martabat balik supaya isinya hati itu sedar bahawa ia bermartabat tinggi. You seorang muslimah yang bermartabat tinggi. You are martabat tinggi. You just don't realize it or you forgot about it because hati you dah daging macam murtabak lah. Daging dah hancur. So insyaAllah it starts with letting you know that you are martabat tinggi. Okay? Jangan dan stop diri you dimurtabakkan. Hati you dimurtabakkan dengan daging hancur apa semua. Okay? Alright. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. And I hope I've helped. I hope I help. Because why? Because why? Yes, you brand me as sebagai seorang tukang cari jodoh. Just put a man in front of me and kahwinkan lah. No. That's not that's not that easy. It's not the vision is bigger than that. The vision is my vision for you is untuk you menzahirkan anak-anak khalifah yang soleh dan solehah yang mendoakan jannah you sebagai seorang ibu dan bapa dengan menjodohkan you dengan ta'aruf yang halal, yang diakui, yang insyaAllah yang diakui oleh, disayangi dan dibanggai oleh Rasulullah SAW nanti akhirat nanti kan, dibanggakan. The vision is there. That is my vision for us as an umat. It's not just kau single kahwin lah. It's not like that. It's not that. The vision is you berniat nak melahirkan seorang yang soleh dan solehah dan berkahwin dengan seorang lelaki yang ingin menzahirkan anak yang soleh dan solehah, then put you together. Kenalkan kalau sekufu, kalau serasi kan. Kalau sekufu, insya-Allah Allah pemudahkan. Buat cara ta'aruf halal yang betul. Okay, masalahnya dulu-dulu dating. Bila dating tu hati hancur. Break up, hati hancur. Daging hancur Okay. Okay, so forgive me if my language is too straightforward, but I think it needed to be said as it is, because I tak nak nanti kang sugar coated sangat, the message tak sampai, insyaAllah. Okay, so okay. Sebab as I said, the vision is huge. It has to be clear. What's the vision? Is untuk you menzahirkan anak-anak yang solehah dengan menjodohkan you dengan ta'aruf yang halal. Kan? Start your marriage right. InsyaAllah nanti your children will turn out right. InsyaAllah. Okay? And that is the intention. And it's like kalau siapa-siapa yang tak faham cakap, alah kau tukang cari jodoh je, just put a man and woman together, jadi lah. Well, I'm a Muslim matchmaker, not just a breeder. I'm not a breeder of people, kan? I'm not a breeder. I'm a Muslim matchmaker berdasarkan Quran dan Sunnah, kan? Based on my experience as a matchmaker and the kelas fiqh yang pernah pergi daripada syekh, pelbagai syekh. I'm not a breeder. It is about you being close, about you and us, all of us going closer towards Allah dan menjadi umat yang dibanggakan, individu muslimin dan muslimah yang boleh dibanggakan oleh Rasulullah SAW. InsyaAllah, because that is the goal, that is the vision. Kan? Alright. Yes, please forgive me. Kalau bahasa I terlampau straightforward, I am doing my best to be as clear and giving you as much value as possible. And usually my worry is this. There are not many things in life that I worry about, but one of my worries are like, am I giving you value? Am I being clear enough to set everyone to avoid what Allah yang tak suka and to go forward towards benda yang Allah suka? Am I clear on that? Am I being with most adab? Am I being with most clarity? Those are my usual worries when I share my ilmu and minta you amalkan. Okay, a lot of my clients yang dapat ilmu, ada teori tapi tak nak praktik, takut nak practice sebab hati hancur sangat. So there's a lot to work on. And alhamdulillah, may Allah grant me the strength to continue helping, insyaAllah. So, okay, kita doa. Sebelum saya undur diri, kita doa. Mana doa ni? Alright, so what helps sometimes is when you share your horror stories, kan? Your horror dating story, you luahkan hati you, and then insyaAllah satu, orang boleh ambil iktibar. Kedua, when you luahkan hati you to someone, you WhatsApp to me, insyaAllah you boleh transfer it to me a bit, and then it feels clearer when you share it with someone working through thinking process. Okay. All right, so your homework is to share your horror dating story with me. All right, if you knew, you don't have to you don't have to tell me your name, don't worry. But I will not share your name, of course. But I will share your story kalau orang lain boleh ambil iktibar. That's the purpose of stories. Macam kadang kalau, as a tenaga pengajar, kalau kita bagi point 1, point 2, point 3 without context of a story, the message is lost. But when it's told in a story, people get it. Our parts of our brain is made for stories and understanding through stories. Okay, so share your dating story, insyaAllah. Of course, I won't share your names. WhatsApp to me, 601-123-899-897. That's my number. All right, so thank you, very nice. And sebelum saya undur diri, kita doa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is doa untuk you, kita aminkan sama sendiri. Okay, aminkan sama sendiri supaya mendapat berkat, supaya aminkan sama sendiri kan. Dan ini adalah majlis ilmu mana banyak beribu malaikat mengaminkan doa kita sekali. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, aku minta pasangan yang menjadi menantu yang baik pada ibu bapaku, yang disayangimu untuk mendapat keredaan-Mu, berganding bahu bersama ke jannah-Mu, ya Allah. Amin. Amin. Okay. Alright. Why this is an awesome doa? Doa is because you minta benda yang membahagiakan mak bapak sekali. Seorang anak yang minta kebahagiaan mak bapak tu, doa tu pun, part tu pun dah cukup lah. Dah power lah kan. Tambah lagi power. Mendapat keredaan Allah, minta keredaan Allah kan. Bukan minta Allah bak mai suami seorang. Tak. Minta dapat keredaan Allah. Dan bukan hanya suami sahaja, which is just that thing that doesn't, that just a person yang macam dah nikah kahwin tapi dia tak buat apa-apa, tak tahu tugas sebagai khalifah or as a father. Tak, kita nak suami, I nak you, suami, dapat suami yang berganding bahu dengan you bersama ke jannah, ya Allah. Ya, jannah Allah. Okay, so that's why this doa is awesome. Okay, so insyaAllah jumpa lagi malam esok. Send me your homework, which is share with me your dating horror story. Alright, sementara tu ingat, bila bertemu dengan seseorang, jaga al-afaf dan jaga al-fudul. Alright, okay, thank you, very nice. Saya nak jodoh Kod Zuri. Ingat, motto kita adalah cinta diri, cinta mari. Bye. Assalamualaikum.